Hi, I'm Curtin, completing my Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Project Management. This video is a time capsule of my journey about what I've learned, what I've built, and the opportunities I took, as well as the ones that I've missed. Actually, I've missed the first week of class due to family reasons. So my first elevator pitch felt like a cold start. I didn't know anyone yet, and I was nervous. But putting myself out there is where this semester and my mindset really began to change. Back at the start of the semester, I had solid foundations in communication and teamwork, but I could see growth edges in career mobility, learning under pressure, and digital judgment. I was thinking about employability, mainly as getting that first role. Now, at the end of the semester, the second time I completed the employability self-assessment tool, it showed a more balanced and clearer chart that I'm stronger in learning literacy, setting goals, tracking milestones, and reflecting under pressure. More deliberate with career literacy, I can explain plan A and B and speak in outcomes. Steadier in emotional literacy, better at regulating when deadlines stack, and more intentional with digital literacy, which is treating my online footprint and tools as part of a professional portfolio. What shifted my thinking was the weekly activities, which forced me to frame problems before choosing tactics, speak up earlier, and capture evidence of impact. For example, in the negotiation topic, which was done in class in week 5, I realized that listening is a strength, but also being too quiet has limited my influence, which was a key lesson I carried later into weeks. In Seminar 11, which was about ethics, I confronted how group dynamics affected my voice. I learned that ethics is not just judgment, it's the courage to express values respectfully, even when it's uncomfortable. My solution going forward would be to conduct a monthly evidence log, 2 networking conversations per team, and quarterly tool upgrades to keep my skills portable. This unit made business topics feel less like isolated subjects and more like systems of people, values, and trade-offs. In the elevator pitches, which was done in week 3 and 8, for me, the first pitch was nerve-wracking, but it broke the ice. By week 8, I felt that I was a bit more confident, as I had interacted with almost all of my peers by then, making me feel closer and less nervous. In Seminar 4, which was about teamwork and leadership, I saw how fast doing can be planning forever, but also how plan roles reduces chaos once the timer starts. In Seminar 5, which was about negotiation, I naturally took a listening and logic role. We reached an agreement, but later saw that the brief's intent was to force a strike. My takeaway from this is that listening with timely assertiveness beats silence. Next time, I'll state key points early and check the objective explicitly. In Seminar 6, the topic was agile thinking and building a Lego city. Working with Lego softened the room. We felt relaxed and lowered our guard, which made collaboration much easier. With big groups talking at once, I self-organized. I searched for specific pieces and built a robot cop instead, while others coordinated the city. It taught me that in noisy time-box sprints, decentralized initiative is valuable. And finally, in Seminar 11, which was about the topic of ethics, at first I started confident in the group discussions, then got quieter as stronger voices emerged and transitioned within the group. I realized that silence could have ethical consequences, as a respectful challenge is part of integrity. I'm taking to work is to start a group meeting with problem definitions, a success criterion, and constraint, balance listening and advocacy, and document decisions so that the whole team learns and not just me. My time at Curtin University. My journey wasn't linear, but it was honest. Looking back, I began university doing an architectural degree and felt unsure, like it wasn't fully my choice. And so, when I decided to switch to business administration, it finally felt like owning my path for the first time. Throughout the second year of my degree, I tried to juggle part-time casual work while studying, plus a busy social badminton schedule. My time management slipped. I failed units and had to repeat, which extended my degree by a year. That period also is when my relationship ended with a breakup. Personally, it was such a tough position to be in, but I am thankful that it had happened, as it forced me to reassess my priorities in life. The mind and body reset in 2025, when I told myself 2025 is my year. I still kept playing badminton, but set limits to twice a week for 3 hours, prioritized assessments first, and cut distractions. I leaned on supportive tutors who consistently answered emails and questions that I had, and appreciated new classmates I'd only just met, people on the same path to graduation. I feel like I am more optimistic and serious now. I shifted from winging it to structuring and discipline. I don't compare paths anymore. I focus on my lane and the people who help me run it. The missed opportunities is that I wish I had connected more deeply with my peers and taken more photos, but not for social media, but as a record of the work, joy, and struggle of this journey. If I could redo my first and second and final year, I'll schedule monthly catch-ups, document more memories from the group work. I might even join a club. My career plan, the immediate target roles are to be a project coordinator, maybe a business analyst, or a sustainability officer. Roles that value structured execution, stakeholder communication, and evidence of outcomes. Reliable, on time, on budget, and maybe run a small process improvement and keep a decision log to show how I frame and de-risk work. For my final years would be me to own a project or sustainability programs, mentor juniors on problem framing and ethical decision making. Yourself in 5 years would be to, firstly, I want to keep people in my life and don't let the business replace curiosity. I also want to shape value, show evidence, and to speak up, even when it feels uncomfortable. Keep serving the community I belong in, and keep learning one small thing each month. And to actually take the photo, because the story matters as much as the result. To wrap up this video, I would like to say that this degree gave me much more than content. It gave me direction, discipline, and the perspective that I need. I'm grateful to all of my tutors, my classmates, and the people who kept me going. I'm leaving Curtin University with the work that I'm proud of, friends that I respect, and a plan that I can adapt to. Thank you for watching.